Hello, welcome back. It's been a while. I did a video, so today we're going to be looking at a an animation for product zoom. So this is how it goes. When you zoom into the product, you're able to move around to see more details about the product you want to buy. It's usually applies to e-commerce websites, products, cloth apparel websites, and all of that. So it's a cool animation I saw from Memorizely, which is a very nice bootcamp. So I decided to try it out and share it with you guys. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is to click on F and draw a frame and maybe give corner radius just so it has this cards. Nice. I think it's better with the corner radius. So I got this image from Unsplash. Um, Unsplash is spelled, I think, UNSPLAS. You should just check the um, community and you'll be able to search for it. For plugins and you'll be able to search for Unsplash. And I also use Remove BG, which is another plugin, to get it to give me without background. So I can't run both any of the plugins right now because I'm currently running Vimeo Record, which is another plugin. So with this, when you've gotten the image you want to use for your product and then remove the background, you could then bring it in and I'm holding Shift and Alt right now to center and increase it in a proportional, centering, aligned way. So this is our image. I'm just going to try and reduce that. And the next thing I'm going to do, I want to try to give a um, sort of shadow at the bottom to give this product image an elevation or make it look more real, to give it much more um, a real background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on O and I'm going to do this and I'm going to maybe make it linear and reduce the opacity a little bit like this. Then I'm going to give it an effect, not drop shadow, layer blur. We're going to be using a lot of layer blur. Is it layer blur, background blur? Well, let's see. I think it's layer blur. So we're going to be using this a lot. Yep. So it's giving me what I want. So if you see this, I'm clicking on Alt to drag it at both sides. If you see the way this looks and compare that to this without, right? So comparing this image without the shadow and comparing this with this shadow, which looks better? I think it's the frame 7.1. It just makes it look like it's hanging in the air and then the shadow is at the bottom. So it's cool. So we need, click on R for rectangle. We need a place to put the um, product title and some product text and the price. I'm just going to do this. And so we have our text. What did I use now? I used sensation. It's just a random. I actually just searched it on the Figma font, Figma fonts, and found it. I think it looked good, So I'm going to do Air Force One Y3. Never really had an Air Force One. Um, so, well, let's say this is product title, and we're having new arrival, new arrivals. Maybe as like it could be any category actually. So we have that as 24, and we have this as regular. Maybe different. I'll use poppins, just normal. Then we're supposed to have I'm going to reduce the color so it's more focused on the title. And then we have our price, which is $135, maybe $0.99, like they like to deceive us. All right, so let's say this is 4, and this is regular. So I did like a background rectangle behind it just to make it a little bit more noticeable, or make it stand out, I mean, in some way. It is 38. Okay, and this can go. Okay, and shift and alt at the same time as well. So I think that's good. I'm not really focused so much on design, but I just want us to have a card that at least still makes sense. Um, I'm holding control while doing this so the content doesn't move down. And let me center this again. Okay, all right. So now the next thing we need to get into more of the I actually okay. Let me just bring this back. This is just a frame with this. So what I want actually is I want to crop it. So I'll go crop, click on the image, then crop. I actually use this to move the image or increase it, right, or increase it depending on what I want to do, to create effects during prototyping. So I'm going to increase this image now, and then I'm going to reduce the crop size because when we hover on it, then it's going to bring this zoom, and then it will show a much more focused part of the product. So that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. So first, the product will be lots more increased. I think this isn't bad like this. Lots more increased. So if you pick out, this is what you see. I'm going to give it a corner radius so it looks much more like a circle. So this is what we have actually. And I can even still increase it a little bit. I think this is good. So, what do we do next? I think the next thing we're going to do now is we want to have this here and then blur the rest part of the image of the product. So we're going to have a rectangle. We're going to have a rectangle like so. It's going to be white. So we want to do this blurred version of the blurry effect. So I'm going to click on this, and I don't want to drop shadow. I want background blur, and so we have that, and you can increase the background blur depending on what you want. So looking at this, I'm going to bring this forward. So you have that, right? So it looks cool like this. And we could give this a stroke. I didn't give it that in the, so we could give it a stroke like so. So it looks like, it's a magnifying glass kind of thing. I think it looks cool. All right. So what do we do next? We're done with this guy. We need to make duplicates. I'm holding Shift and Alt again. I usually like holding Shift and Alt so I don't have to deal with direction of, like, it just moves horizontally or vertically, and the Shift does that. The Alt is just for duplicate. So we move this. Sorry, we just move this to the side and double click and move your image so it's like you are just double click the image and then adjust it, so it's still the same image. So when you smart animate, it just moves to a different part. That's what we want. And so we're going to do this so it fits well, and I think we're kind of done. What we need to do next is just have this, and this is going to still be there because I don't want any, like, I don't want it to be smooth, so it will still be there, but I'm going to make this pass through or the layer 1%, so it's as though it's not there, but it's still there. And we're done. So now we need to connect. What you just do is you click on this. So what do we want? We want that when I bring my cursor here or hover over the product, the zoom animation starts, and then when you drag, you can drag this here and you can drag it backwards. I think these two are not, yep, they're now centered, so it's just straight linear drag. So you get what we want to achieve. So I click on prototype, and then on while hovering, and it's instant. We could do smart animate actually, or dissolve. So you have to try different trigger or different types of transitioning effects depending on how you want it to explain. But let's just use smart animate for everything. And then with this, we drag um, on drag smart animate, and on drag smart animate, on drag, and we're done. So let's see how it goes. So we have this. Looks good, right? And it's cool. So that's how our animation goes. Very simple animation. I hope you enjoyed it. I think this was way shorter than, no, I think it was good timing. So it's just simple. Well, a recap is you just need to get your image, get a duplicate of that image, make it larger, and crop out that larger one and put it on top here. Then you need to also get a background to blur out the rest part of the image, so it's more focused on the area that this cropped image is showing, and then move it to the other side and change the part the crop is showing to show the back side that you moved it to. And then it's just you could start from here, you could start from here. I just started from this, so I get to use a hover effect to get this to come out. So that's that for animation. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a lovely day. See you in the next video. Bye.